Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Gonna work inside the garage today again with the door closed. Not because it's dark, because it's hot. It's more than 100 Fahrenheit outside. I don't need that. It's gonna be a short video, just changing the heater control valve. That's a original BMW part because it was just $10 more than the aftermarket as it was available, so didn't bother. Gonna change it on the E53 X5 with the 4.4 liter engine. I got a pre-facelift model. That means I have the M62 in here, meaning no vanos. My opinion, the M62 are more reliable than the N62 because there's no vanos. Vanos tends to have problems sometimes, they tend to break. This one doesn't have it. Maybe a little down on power, maybe a little worse fuel economy, but more reliable. The only thing that this engine may have some is the chain guides, like they're all apparently. Why am I even changing it? What's the symptom? It's straightforward. So my AC is working. I did check and also refilled it. So that improved it a little bit, but the actual problem is still here, which is I have to have this little controller set to the 3 dots if I want cold air on this side. Once I turn this to only two blue dots, this is getting warmer already. If I go further down, this instantly hot while the driver's side is still cold. So this tells me, because it's a dual zone climate control, that apparently the control valve for the passenger side is stuck. So I'm getting hot air here where it should be cold. And I have to assume that the control valve is the culprit, because when I got the car, the radiator was punctured, it was leaking, and then once I changed that, all the coolant was brown water. After the radiator, I changed the thermostat, it was stuck, completely gooed up and stuck. Also changed the water pump since I'm in there. And I also had to change the auxiliary water pump because that was apparently stuck too. Every time we turn on the climate control, the fuse would pop, and that was an indication that the auxiliary pump is defective. It just pulls a higher current and fuse goes pop. So literally the heater control valve, the last part in the circle, that is problematic, and I'm going to change it. So how this thing works without looking into it, just have 3 water connectors. One is the inlet to the valve, and then you have these 2 valves, just solenoids that open close, and they just open. So hot water, it's connected to your coolant circle. Hot water then runs through here, and for one side, for the other side. I'm not sure which one is for the driver and passenger. Either way, it doesn't matter. One of them is stuck right now for sure. And once they're open, you get the hot water to the heater core, and then that will override your AC, your cold air, to make it hotter. Part number, you see this on here. Let's find it in the car. It's sitting right there. It literally is just connected to 3 water hoses, and it's just sitting in 2 rubber grommets here, and of course one connector. So that's it. So it's not all that complicated, other than you have to deal with water, there will be leakage, and you will have to bleed it again. It's a hose clamped there, there's another one there, should be another one down there. I'm gonna remove the plastic holder here first, remove these 2 out of the way, and there should be another 3rd one on the back side there that I just can't see right now. Of course, you remove the connector. Once you got the hoses off, you just put it out, stick the new one in, put your hoses back on, and that's it. Changing this will not take that long. Bleeding the system will take longer. Here, once you take it out, you can see all the hose clamps have been put to the back. So you have to remove it, just clip it out, and then you can loosen it all up. We got the old heater control valve. Let's take a look what we can see. See if you can see that in here. See that? It's all rusty, gooey. Yeah, it's the same on the other side. It's completely Yeah, well, no surprise it doesn't work that good anymore. Just quick comparison to the new one. Well, the old one was all brown and rusty, this is all nice and shiny, so that should work better. The valve is already in, that took less than 10 minutes and I never changed that before, so easy as that. Check the coolant. See, it's not that much, it's barely anything. I'm just gonna rinse it down with water a little bit here to dilute the remaining coolant. You still have to do the bleeding procedure, which means you crank up the heat first to make sure that the auxiliary pump kicks in and they open. So the air that's in the system here, in the heater system, that is being flushed out. And there should be enough coolant in here to take care of it. But if I have problems with the heat later on, I know it's because of the bleeding and it's easy to just do that. You will have to rev it though, so in general, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn on the ignition, set the heater to max temperature, lowest fan speed. This way the auxiliary pump kicks in, the valves open, and I have water running through. And since the rest of the block wasn't touched, just the heater cycle, that should be it. Anyway, you started up the car, of course, with those same settings, and you will keep it at a rev a little bit. You will have to rev it, 3K, something like that, and that is all. That should fix the problem. I'll give you an update once I got the engine warm and confirmed it. But this is how you change your heater control valve on a E53. With the M62 engine, it's the same on other engines on the 7 series of the time, 5 series of the time. Same thing, it's super simple. And the part is about, I think I paid 160, something like this for the part. So right now, just confirmed that both vents get the same cold air that is set in here in the control module. When the little wheel is also center, and when you adjust it, it's even. Before it was cold when cold, warm when cold, unless you go to 3 dots. There seems to be a separate flap for that when you go to all 3 dots, cold or warm, it just closes off the opposing temperature right away. So you can feel a little resistance when you go to 3 dots. It's like, you know, cold only, nothing else. But now they work the same again. With that, thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you on the next video.